Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe as well as click on the thumbs up button and leave a comment. Bitcoin continued its rally on Thursday, hitting a brand new record high above $111,000. Unlike the fast rallies to new records longtime Bitcoin observers are used to, it's been a slow climb for Bitcoin in recent weeks driven by increasing institutional ownership of the digital asset and corporate adoption of it. Easing trade tensions between the US and China and the Moody's downgrade of US sovereign debt, which has highlighted alternative stores of value like Bitcoin, have been key catalysts this month. Bitcoin's move has been driven by a mix of positive momentum, growing optimism around US crypto regulation, and continued interest from institutional buyers. James Butterfill, head of research for crypto-focused asset manager CoinShares. The price rise in world's largest cryptocurrency is taking place despite a drop in U.S. equities Wednesday, driven by a spike in Treasury yields that continued to pressure stock futures Thursday morning. Bitcoin has typically correlated with equity markets, particularly the tech-heavy Nasdaq. The diverging movements of Bitcoin and stocks could be the result of investors looking for alternative stores of value. Bitcoin is now up more than 18% this year. Bitcoin ETFs have seen strong and steady inflows, with just 2 days of outflows so far in May. Since the beginning of the year, the number of Bitcoin held by public companies has grown 30% to about $350 billion, according to Bitcoin treasuries. That comprises 15% of the total Bitcoin supply. This week, the Senate voted to advance the first crypto legislation, which would create a regulatory framework for stablecoins. Trump has said he wants to see crypto regulation on his desk and ready to sign by August before Congress goes into recess. Corporate adoption has also accelerated dramatically. Strategy, formerly MicroStrategy, has expanded its Bitcoin holdings to over $50 billion, while numerous other companies have joined the trend. Unlike previous cycles, this rally is not momentum-driven alone. It is quantitatively underpinned by measurable, persistent demand and supply dislocations. There is a combination of factors at play that has helped push BTC to new highs, and a further break back above $111,000 is inevitable in the coming months. This is because in part, the US regulatory environment is a lot friendlier than any time in the past. The macroeconomic outlook has improved considerably in the last 3 months. There has been fundamental changes in the way institutions can participate in digital assets, including ETFs, tokenization, RWA, stablecoins, spot and derivatives. President Donald Trump is expected to sign new legislation related to cryptocurrency regulation before the August congressional recess, according to recent statements from White House officials. This important development in crypto law comes at a time when discussions about a strategic Bitcoin reserve are also gaining significant momentum within the administration. Negotiations are ongoing. But I remain steadfast in my optimism that we're going to achieve the president's desire to do it, but stablecoin legislation and market structure legislation before the August recess. The questions of possible conflict of interest related to Trump's family associations with various cryptocurrency activities have also been covered through the general debates on the matters of crypto regulation. The security of cryptocurrency becomes a primary attention factor for many people, with the administration still working on its detailed digital asset architecture. Bitcoin reserve growth is currently a central component of the administration's cryptocurrency strategy. This approach could have significant impact on the market while also addressing some of the ongoing crypto market volatility concerns that many investors have expressed in recent months. Crypto market volatility continues to be a primary concern for investors and traders who are closely watching these developments unfold. The upcoming legislation aims to provide much-needed regulatory clarity that could help stabilize what has often been an unpredictable and sometimes challenging market environment. When questioned by reporters about some recent reports concerning a small company purchasing Trump coins, White House responded with a clear and direct statement about the administration's integrity in this matter. Although there are a lot of optimistic moves concerning the possibility of meeting the deadline set for August for the signing of this legislation, Hines also admitted that the legislative process is still in an evolving state where it is open to numerous changes. Industry stakeholders and investors who have been counting on a clearer set of guidelines in this relatively new and growing crypto sector are watching this more important crypto regulation update with a lot of interest. Cryptocurrency security problems continue to inform and determine the current debates concerning the proposed bill. The frameworks under construction will target evergreen security vulnerabilities and create an environment for innovations and growth in the digital asset space. Crypto market is not new to outrageous predictions and sensationalist arguments. Among such hot topics making the rounds currently pits two extremely different digital assets against each other. Can Bitcoin hit $250,000 by 2025? Macro forces such as inflation and the decline in fiat currencies are fueling this optimism. The digital gold narrative of Bitcoin is gaining traction, especially with institutions. Spot Bitcoin ETF listings in the US have also gone a long way in legitimizing Bitcoin in traditional finance. Prominent figures like Cathie Wood and Tim Draper have continued to make the case that Bitcoin can reach six figures if not more as adoption grows and scarcity becomes the dominant theme. Yet the ride is not without its risks. Regulatory headwinds, environmental backlash, and global macro uncertainty can all rein in the upward trajectory. Yet Bitcoin remains the most battle-tested and recognized cryptocurrency. Bitcoin reaching $250,000 would require a market capitalization of well over $5 trillion, an accomplishment that would require enormous global adoption. It is possible as Bitcoin has long-term validity. This isn't just a battle of quantities, it's a battle of investment philosophies. Bitcoin offers relative stability and consistent growth. With political support intensifying and corporate treasuries continuing to accumulate, Bitcoin's move above $110,000 could signal the beginning of a broader and more sustainable adoption phase which would help the Bitcoin price higher toward $120,000 first and then eventually $250,000. This is all for today. Thank you for watching.